Hello, everyone. Well, you made it to the finish line. The end of the semester is here. To fully discuss what I call the last things of the semester, this final message will be split into three parts. Part 1 will discuss the important due dates. Part 2, grades. And Part 3 will focus on grading options for those of you who are struggling to complete the course successfully. So let's look at part 1, the important due dates. So first, you'll submit a final reflection letter. For this final reflection letter, reflect on the work of the semester in a brief 250-word letter to a future student of English 101. Think about all the work that you produced, all that you accomplished to prepare the future student for this course. In your letter, you may respond to some of the following questions, such as, how might the future student prepare for this online asynchronous course? Recall the steps and measures that you took to have a successful experience in English 101 this semester. For instance, you may discuss your methods for keeping up with assignments, balancing work, home life, and academics, and/or communicating with the professor in an asynchronous learning environment. You may also look at these 6 other writing prompts and see which ones you would like to focus on in your letter to this future English 101 student. So the final this letter is worth 20 points and is due by the end of the day on December 13th. Next, you'll submit your final exam. The final exam is comprised of 2 parts, as the final exam review pointed out. 8 short answer questions and an essay question. The short answer questions are worth 40 points, 5 points each, and the essay question is worth 60 points, contributing a total of 100 points to your final grade. The test is a 2-hour time test from the moment you begin and is due by the end of the day on December 15th, but you may complete the final exam ahead of time before December 15th and submit it before the due date. It's just once you start the test, like for example, let's say you started on Monday at 12 in the afternoon, you will need to finish it by Monday, 2 p.m. Please keep in mind that after the due dates, the Blackboard links to the assignments will be closed and you will not be able to submit your work. If you experience any technical difficulties while submitting your work, please let me know immediately. Final grades are due very soon, and the college does not give me an extension to submit these grades after the deadline, so I will not be able to accept late submissions of your work. If you would like to meet with me in person during final exam week, you may stop by during my finals week special virtual office hour on Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. Also, the last day to officially withdraw from courses via CUNY First is December 11th. Be sure to speak with your advisor before withdrawing because your financial aid may be impacted. Now let's discuss part 2 of this message, grades. While our course will adhere to QCC's grading system, this is how the coursework will fulfill the learning outcomes and career-ready competencies outlined on the syllabus and contribute to your final grade. So the coursework completed, goals, contract, and review. The goals, contract, and review fulfills learning outcome 5, career-ready competencies 2, 4, and 6, and you can return to the syllabus to see what the learning outcomes are and what the career-ready competencies are, and the points earned for the goals, review, and contract are 10. Then we have activities. There was one online activity at the beginning of the semester that fulfilled learning outcomes 1, 3, and 5, and career-ready competencies 1, 2, 4, and 6, for a total of 10 points earned. Next, we have reflection letters. 2 letters fulfilling learning outcomes 1, 3, and 5, career-ready competencies 1, 2, 4, and 6, with a total of 30 points earned. Next, we have the discussion board. 11 forums, 10 points per forum. These fulfill learning outcomes 1 through 5 and all 7 career-ready competencies for a total of 110 points earned. Then we have the online journals. There were 14 entries that fulfill learning outcomes 1 through 5 and career competencies 1, 2, 4, 6, and 7 for a total of 140 points earned. Next, we have formal essays. There were 2 formal essays, 100 points per essay that fulfilled all 5 learning outcomes, and career-ready competencies 1, 2, 4, 6, and 7 with a total of 200 points earned. Then we have the Family Oral History Research Project, which fulfilled all 5 learning outcomes and all 7 career-ready competencies for 100 points. And then the final exam, which fulfilled learning outcomes 1, 3, 4, and 5, and career-ready competencies 1, 2, 4, 6, and 7 for 100 points. And the grand total is 700 points altogether. To convert points into letter grades, I use this formula. Your number of points multiplied by 100 divided by the total number of points for class, 700. Or you can use this chart, which converts points into letter grades. So the letter grade of A is 672 to 700 points. If you have 630 to 671 points, that will give you an A minus. If you have 609 to 629 points, that will give you a B plus, and so on down the line. To get a rough idea of your final grade, go to My Grades and look at your total. Then use this chart as a reference. But keep in mind that some of the work has yet to be graded. At this point, the chart will give you, as I mentioned, only a rough idea of your final grade for the course. Next, let's move on to the grading options if you're struggling to complete the course successfully. So here are the grading options. Option 1, withdraw. You have until December 11 to withdraw via CUNY First. A grade of W does not count against your GPA, but it may carry financial aid implications that you should discuss with an advisor. You would need to enroll in another English 101 in the winter, spring, or summer semester. Then there is option 2, taking an incomplete. This would mean you have more time to complete the coursework. Keep in mind, though, that this option is for students who have one major assignment to complete, such as the final exam, and not completing the assignment would have a negative impact on your final grade for the course. This option is not for students who have missed half or most of the work during the semester. Also keep in mind that completing your incomplete simply means sending me the work. I will not be holding office hours or commenting on drafts. Everything from our course will remain available to you on Blackboard, so you will be able to review this material as you complete the coursework independently. You may email me questions, and while I will try to respond, it may not be as quickly or frequently, and it will be your responsibility to contact me about completing the incomplete grade. I will not reach out to you about this, so you do have to email me to remind me about the incomplete. If you do not send me the missing work, your incomplete will eventually change to FIN, or FIN, which is counted in your GPA the same as an F. If you decide that you would like to take the incomplete option, please notify me immediately. You will have until May 1st, 2024 to submit your work to complete the course. Then the third grading option is an F, and I know that a grade of F sounds like a bad idea at first, but if you did not submit most of the work, you may be better off withdrawing, taking option 1, or taking an F, and you will need to retake English 101. If I give you an incomplete, but you do not complete the coursework by May 1st, 2024, your incomplete will change to an FIN, so do think carefully about all of this. Well, everyone, it was a pleasure meeting you and working with all of you this semester. I applaud you for your dedication to this course and to your learning growth, and I wish you all the best on your final exams and in your future endeavors. And to those of you who celebrate, have a happy Hanukkah, a very blessed Christmas, and a wonderful New Year. Bye.